The Research and Advocacy Program is how research should be done. The purpose of it is not to beef up a CV or to have another paper in the world. It's to benefit the world and the people who live in it.
It's nice that everyone's having such good conversations about community-based experiential learning.
The Research and Advocacy Program invites Concordia students into year-long fellowship placements with our community organization partners. And in that year, they execute research that's relevant to the systems change goals of the partners. And then from there, they work with the partners to build out their advocacy strategies, their campaign platform, and move into the final stage of the project. And there, the students and the partners co-develop a sort of first step to bring what they've learned through the research to life. And we've long noticed that the community organizations that we work with often have really clear visions for how systems could change, but lack the kind of resources and capacity to see those visions come to life. And so this program is sort of conceived to bring the university's research knowledge and process and expertise to bear in service of building that capacity in our community organizations.
Hi, my name is Jessica Chan. I'm with the JA Foundation. And the SHIFT has been a major organization that's been supported our mandate to promote and protect Chinatown's cultural heritage. We were in the middle of examining what kind of community-driven real estate tools that we need to explore, enable the community to have more informed knowledge about the choices ahead of us. And that's how we got involved with the SHIFT Research and Advocacy Program in order to help us locate a very brilliant researcher within Concordia.
Her responsibility was to investigate different models for community-based ownership and use of property, and then investigated them and turned them into fact sheets that were readily understandable to community members, and using kind of their different profiles of folks that live in Chinatown where the JA Foundation operates to make sure that they would be legible to small business owners and residents and that kind of thing. They used those fact sheets as the base for their community consultations. So then they were able to get people's input on these different avenues that they could recommend to the city.
It's important to allow the community to feel and have the real sense of control over the future development of the neighborhood you are in. To me, the community-driven decision-making is we carve out a space that makes sure the citizens have a way to influence those changes. We call our organization JA Foundation. JA means family and home in Mandarin. So we do see that Chinatown can continue to be family and home to a growing variety of people.
Local produce or medicines. It's really nice just to get natural herbs and produce in people. So we're ingesting what's on the land seasonally, the natural cycles.
DAJANA was started by Brooke and a group of women in Ganawage during COVID. It was basically to revitalize Haudenosaunee agricultural techniques in the community and devote more land in Ganawage towards agriculture and food. Brooke has this vision of a community agri-food hub.
Currently working with the architect in Montreal so we can have our beautiful Haudenosaunee agricultural hub. It'll be full of seeds, we'll have a walk-in freezer, a root cellar, an industrial kitchen, a place to process, preserve, and have cooking classes. A place where people can come and they know that there's going to be some sort of workshop, whether it's learning how to do tinctures or salves or braiding corn, drying seeds.
And I was brought in as the main research assistant to basically see who has done this before. What were the best practices? What did they struggle with? And what are the options even for us to dream? Working with Brooke showed me the importance of doing the in-person when you're doing research, whereas you're actually talking to the people who you hope the research is going to serve.
Oh my God. Elena did such amazing work. She took all of our community consultation and really created this beautiful presentation, a slideshow, really took all the data and analyzed it so it was more easily digestible for everyone.
So this is a really exciting journey that we're on. It's really empowering for people as well to be able to have a homey, cozy place that's inviting, where kids can constantly feel feel safe, where they feel seen, where they feel heard, and they see themselves in the building, and the food, and the knowledge, access to elders. I think I to help create this coziness. And Elizabeth got me emotional.
Brooke had now all the research, and with that, we organized a community consultation, and we brought all the possibilities, a whole vision, and we asked a group of like 20, 30 Ganawagi Renon, what do you see for the future of food in Ganawagi?
So we've had a lot of really positive feedback on the part of participating students in terms of what they learn, both about the subject matter that they're working in, but then also about the kind of realities of community organizations. For those who intend to stay in academia, this program is a really great way to be like forming the next generation of researchers. And then the other side is we have a number of students this year in the Research and Advocacy Program who are interested in career paths outside of the academy, and they're really saying that this is like a great foundational step toward applying their research skills, figuring out how they can translate what they've learned as students into real-world contexts.
And the Research and Advocacy Program at SHIFT, it's very special and it's quite pioneering in its approach. I would argue that most research should include an element where, who is this benefiting? Why are we doing this? We call this research as like this academic kind of concept, but really what it is, it's trying to understand the world and learn how to make it better for the people who live in it.